You know, once you go sober, you realize a lot of things about yourself that you didn't realize before. And the number one thing I realized was once I started my sobriety journey, I didn't need alcohol as much as I thought I needed to cope. Before, any little inconvenience in my life, I would need a drink. Loss of a job, I need a drink. Breakup, I need a drink. You know, if the wind blows too wrong the wrong way, I need a drink. And I was starting to realize that wasn't a healthy way for me to live my life. Any little problem, you turn to the bottle. And I wasn't always like that. I didn't start off like that. Before I was just a social drinker. I would only drink when, at a party or around like events, the only time. But then it got to the point where like I would drink home by myself and I didn't like that feeling. I didn't like how that made me feel. It felt good in the moment, but once the alcohol wears off, I felt like that wasn't a good feeling. Like, why did I do that? Why did I feel I needed to turn to this substance for me to feel somewhat better about myself, to me to end up liking myself again? But then that went on for many, many years, many, many years. When I really decided to make a change was last year. Last year, my cousin passed away, and she was a very, very beautiful person. Very, very beautiful person. And I consider her more than my cousin. I would consider her like my best friend. I never kept a lot of friends, and I was like the only person who I would confide in with everything. That was like my best friend. And with me and her, we would go out all the time. And we would drink together. We would party together, drink together, and we'd have a good time. Like that was my best friend. That was like my only close like family member. We was real close. She ended up passing away from breast cancer, but after she passed away, I didn't really know how to grieve because I'd never really lost somebody, that close to me. I've lost people in my life, but not someone that, I communicate with so frequently, I see so often. So it was new for me, and I didn't know how to handle it. So I ended up drinking every single day. I ended up drinking every single day because I didn't know how to handle it. I couldn't sit with my thoughts. I couldn't sit with some regrets I have. I couldn't sit with, not being able to speak to her, that final time. Couldn't sit with certain things. I couldn't sit with certain thoughts in my mind, like, what could I have done? I should have been there, because at the time she passed away, I wasn't there. I wasn't there. And so I found out, when it was too late, but I couldn't sit with my thoughts. And I ended up drinking every day at the bar every day. I'm talking like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm drinking because I didn't know how to grieve this loss. And after a while, I realized, I can't, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. It's not good for my health. It's not good for my finances. And I'm sure, she wouldn't want me to go out like this. I'm sure she I miss her, I love her, and she wouldn't want me to go out like this. So last year, December, I decided to say adios to it, say goodbye. I'm done. I'm not doing it. I'm finished. And it hasn't been an easy journey because I'm so used to turning to alcohol for any little inconvenience. I'm so used to not being able to sit with my thoughts and me being alone and silent with myself was always a big. I can't even think right now. My mind is go crazy right now, but yeah, like me being silent with my thoughts, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. I had to drink. I had to drink to feel better, and it was not a good feeling. But I decided to, go sober, dry, and that led to a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety because I'm used to running away from all of that. I'm used to running away any sadness. I'm used to running, but now that I can't run away from it, it made me depressed. It made me sad. It made me not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough. Just it just made me a lot of things that I didn't like about myself. I couldn't live with myself. So I decided to, speak out about it and talk about it because sobriety is not something, I'm used to hearing about or talking about within my inner circle or family members. It's not something that you really speak about because everybody in my family, not everybody, but majority of all, at least the men, a majority of all the men, they drink. All the friends I kept around at the time, they drink. So me saying, hey, I want to go sober, they're gonna look at me like I have three heads. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Take the shot. What you talking about? Me being sober, it made me less cool. So me being less cool, I mean, ultimately lead to me having less friends or less people around who want to hang out or whatever. Because in order for them to have fun, I have to also drink. And so it led me to, being home a lot, not really doing anything, feeling kind of lost, feeling kind of, unlovable because I gave up this one thing and it felt like I gave up everything else with it. And yeah. But so far, going on my fourth month. I want to say my fourth month. It feels good. It feels good. I don't feel horrible. At least not all the time. And I notice you guys see me come out here and just talk about whatever because that's how I, get it off my chest. Before I would just, let me just get a shot of whatever or a beer or whatever and whatever I have inside me, I just keep it in and just relax and just chilling. But I didn't want to rely on that. I didn't want to use that as a coping mechanism anymore. I don't want to use it as a coping mechanism. And these are things I never shared with anybody. I've never shared this with anybody. I've never shared how I felt about the passing of my cousin. I never felt how it led me to drinking even more. I never shared about my depression. I never shared any of this. So I don't even know why I'm doing it now, but I just felt the need to do it. So far, I'm on the right track. I'm on the right track. And I'm doing good so far. I feel like as the time goes on, it gets a lot easier. You could be around it. Right now, I don't feel like I can be around it without being tempted. So I choose just to keep those people in those locations, stay away from them. Not because necessarily those people are bad people, but because they're doing something I'm trying to, get out of my system, get out of my life. And yeah, I can't really be around that. It's kind of like a trigger. And I don't want to be tempted because, yes, everything feels good in the moment. Everything is going to always feel good in the moment. Then the next day, you're going to regret it. And so, yeah, I don't know where I was going with this video, but yeah, we're here now. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much why I decided to stop. Like for good, for good. Like I've decided to stop a couple of times in the past, but never like for good, for good. I maybe stopped for like a week or two, but not like for good. Like I'm done indefinitely. I've never done that. I've never went a whole year without alcohol since I was about like maybe 16. The longest I've ever been is maybe like 3 weeks. Maybe like 3 weeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like That's pretty much why I stopped. I don't plan on, drinking again. I want to let it go for good. But I have to completely let go of it within myself. That way I can still be around it and still be around people who indulge in it. And I don't feel the need that I have to do it also. Because not everybody who drinks alcohol is a horrible person. But I just don't want to partake anymore. I feel a lot better, a lot healthier without it. Um, and I'm just taking it day by day, really. Just taking it day by day. So, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like, you guys know more than me about a lot of you guys know way too much about me. You know way too much about me because I don't tell this to nobody. To nobody. Nobody in my life knows this. If they was to come across this video, they would be shocked. They'd be like, I know this guy for X amount of years, and why am I just finding this out? Because I don't tell nobody. Nobody. So why am I telling a bunch of lovely people on the internet? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. As humans, we don't know why we do a lot of things, but we do it. So, yeah. I don't know how this video came out. But yeah. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.